Item number 12 is department reports. Jimmy?
Gene Hunt Hill, I'm planning on getting done with the widening Monday. You know, we still going shoulders, put some tiles in. So it's still going to be done for a little while, but the main thing will be done by Monday evening. I'm hoping that's break. Top Interior is out to the transfer station grinding brush. They're about 3 months behind, so it's going to be more than what we usually get. The last 2 years it's been 25 to 27 loads, and there's more brush out there this year than normal, so it's going to be a little bit more. The John Deere tractor, the district, I told y'all last time that the transmission was out of it, and we took it to Campbellsville, and they said it's going to cost $13 to fix it.
$13.
I mean, yeah, $13,000.
$13.
Probably a little different.
They say, you know, it's wore out. It's got 8,000 hours on it. Next thing's gonna go with the motor. And we bought that Kubota to take care of the John Deere, so, but we didn't get a ditcher head with it. I'd like to ask about a ditcher head. A ditcher head is around $15,000.
That's for the Kubota?
That's for the Kubota, and we're gonna have to just surplus the John Deere or do something, whatever y'all, whatever we want to do with it, we just have to figure out. But I don't see spending $13,000 on it when they tell me it ain't worth $2,500.
Yeah.
No.
No, not with that many hours and things on it.
Now what, is it got the ditcher head with it? So you surplus it all? Or, yeah, it's been used a lot.
Where does the new ditcher head come from? What company?
Marion, Kentucky. And the judge gave me a guy that I called. He's gonna give me an estimate on it too, so if it comes in cheaper, we might get it cheaper at 15. I'm talking with a guy in Marion, Kentucky right now.
Do they deal with any used equipment or anything that we could possibly trade this old tractor into?
Most counties do like we do. They
Just surplus it.
Until they gone.
Like I said, we're gonna have to have it come spring here, and I know you're gonna have to start back on ditching, so.
The one tractor, that's what we had for years, you know, until we got the boat. With one tractor, we just switched the heads on, and the tractor run year round. So that's what we just going to go back.
Is that, so you mow with it when the mowing's in and ditch the rest of the time?
Yeah.
So it's year round?
Yeah.
That's the Kubota we put the new transmission in, right? So it should be good to go.
So you're still gonna be a tractor short?
Well,
We'll try to do it all.
that's what we've worked with for 20 years, one tractor, you know.
We'll try to, what,
Maybe when we get things going, we look into doing something there.
so what do you need of?
14,950, or do you wanna check on this other one, or?
Well, I'd like y'all to go on and agree to at least $15,000. That way, if this guy comes in higher, I can go on and get this one. But if he comes in cheaper, it might be cheaper. We'll go with the cheaper price.
Go up to,
It's the same thing, right?
It's the same
Same
thing.
identical. He just came in yesterday and he stopped by, so it was kind of.
End up to 15,000 for the new ditcher attachment for the Kubota tractor.
Second.
Mr. Caldwell,
yes.
Mr. Kirkland,
Yes.
Mr. Bishop,
Yes.
Mr. Fogel.
Yes.
And we've got another issue. The backhoe we've been using, it's got 8,000 hours on it. It's a 2003 model, and the rear end went out of it. And they say it's gonna cost $9,000 for a rear end. We've got an old backhoe, sometimes we leave it out at the fairgrounds. I've been talking to some people about trading it and seeing about getting a new backhoe. I don't know what y'all's opinion on it, but it's,
What brand new one are you looking at?
well,
Or a different one?
looking at a John Deere. I gave y'all got a copy of it right there.
Yeah, okay.
We'll get Wayne's to come in here, but this just happened Tuesday. And when I called John Deere, they come down here and jumped on and got to looking and give me numbers and everything, but their salesman for CAD is outstanding.
So you were looking at maybe a trading, or getting rid of the old one and fixing the
Yeah,
existing and getting one new one,
yeah,
switch them all around.
yeah. And if we order it now, it's gonna be 90 days out before we get it, so we allowed to have, get some money from the next year's budget, is that right, Bill?
Well, what about fixing the one we've got? Go ahead and,
Gonna have to go and allocate money to probably go on and fix it.
Well, if we trade, y'all can see the paper right here on the back. He's gonna allow me $9,000 store credit
okay.
if we trade with him.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna give us $4,000 for the JCB plus $9,000 store credit before I can get the rear end and put the John Deere back together,
Oh, okay.
if we trade with him.
There's some options as far as, there's some lease to purchase options on there that, I know the city of Lebanon, they lease their equipment, and we've been kind of checking on that, but if you put the overall amount, it's cheaper to buy them straight out. And we're harder on our equipment than,
They are, yeah.
we're in some pretty rough conditions, and after about 5 years, they don't look so clean, do they, Jimmy? So, I mean, it's kind of hard to get.
Every scratch, they'll go around looking, they deduct that,
So,
if them lease things.
I'm not a lease person anyway. I'd rather see us
Well, let's
purchase.
see, looking right here, it's $10,000 to $20,000 cheaper to buy straight out.
But we can do it on a 5-year,
Leasing is a poor man
0%.
driving a new vehicle.
no, they don't.
You can't get the 27% off if we can.
State bid price,
They won't finance it. They won't give you 0%, so it's one or the other.
Do we need to let you figure out which way you'd rather go?
Yeah, I just talked to y'all about it, I mean, we don't.
Okay, we don't have to do nothing today on that.
Cat's gonna come one day next week and they'll look,
Get some good figures.
we're gonna have to do something. Yeah.
Which if we get rid of the old one that we keep kind of there at the fairgrounds and kind of as a backup, we can move the other old John Deere out there to use and have as a backup for the landfill and all that.
The JCB, what's the name there, they don't even use it out there when the tractor pulls come anymore, because the lift won't stay up. You ready to lift up into all the cylinders and hydraulics, it just falls down, it's not safe to even.
We probably need to, like I said, see about trading it.
That's what he's allowed. That's what the 9,000 is gonna be, yeah, so.
Meanwhile, have you gonna have to just rent one or just do without or what?
I've got one rented for this week, but,
Cause you're gonna almost have to have something.
I'd like to go on and get that John Deere back fixed, if we
That's-
can.
Yeah. I think we should.
And if, go on, I can tell them to order the rear end, and if we don't make a deal with him.
We still gotta fix it.
Come up to $9,000 for the rear end.
Okay. Do we need a motion?
Mr. Cocker shaking his head over at you.
Well, like I said, you gotta look at, like I said before, you gotta look at how much work you all are getting done, what you're accomplishing with it, and I've learned over the years, and it took me a long time to get to that point with my business, is when you're down, you're not being productive, you're losing money. For my business, with you all, I mean, you've got employees that you can't keep busy, so really with the newer equipment, you have less repair and maintenance, and you're being a lot more productive.
If we're gonna fix it anyway, whether it's on a trade or if we're gonna keep it, need to get it fixed, I think we need to, and then figure out what other deal.
Well, he said he would do that if we buy another one from him, right? He would allow us 9,000 for it.
9,000 back.
Yeah.
So
So no matter what, if we trade with him or not, it's still gonna cost.
Still gotta be fixed.
Yeah.
Still gotta be fixed if we trade with him or not.
Right.
I'm just asking about what y'all.
if we trade that one in, it'd kind of be a wash for the 9,000.
Right, right.
So,
You need a motion for $9,000.
Rear end fixed, and we're probably we might get it back if we trade with him. If we don't, we're just gonna have to do something.
yeah, but anyway we go, that way you're gonna get something back. They have any kind of time frame on how long it would take to get that done? I mean, so you ain't,
The rear end,
yeah, so you're not without one for,
I can get it probably Tuesday. If I tell them in the morning, I can go pick it up Tuesday.
oh, they've already got it down there. Okay.
No, we've got the backhoe tore down. It's out to the shop.
I've done got it go apart.
Oh, so you're gonna get it and put
You
it,
just getting up.
All I'm gonna do is go pick the rear end up.
oh, okay. I thought they had it over there, you got
No,
it.
no,
Okay.
we got it.
Make a motion to repair the John Deere,
9,000.
pending, well, up to 9,000 in consideration if they trade it in, then we won't have to, you know, we gotta get it fixed, so
Second.
it works out.
You let it be fixed.
Okay, Kirkland,
Yes.
Bishop,
Yes.
Caldwell,
Yes,
Vogel.
Yes.
Kevin and sweating over.
Thank y'all.
Anything else, Jimmy?
That's it for this week.
We get that fixed, we might not buy a new one.
So, thank you, Jimmy.
Thanks, Jim.
Oh, real quick, what about, are them guys gonna go up and look at the Slate Creek, or Medlock Spur, or?
The guy that's with the state is supposed to come back Tuesday, and he's gonna go look at Medlock when he can.
See what it, okay, thank you.
And Gene Hunt looks amazing. I've been up there almost every afternoon, and the work you all done, and you probably, we guesstimate what, probably close to 300 loads of rock we've moved
Yeah.
from one side to the other, so I know it's still been a big expense, but if we had to haul all that material to backfill with, it'd cost us a lot more, so they've done a really good job in a very short period of time, so.
When we started up there in that one real sharp curve, it was 13 foot wide, and I've got it 29 feet wide now.
You know, the interstate going up there.
Yeah, it's.
But ain't he about
You been
kinda
up there,
ahead of
Barry?
time on beating
You
rock?
been
I
up?
haven't been up there.
Ain't he ahead of time on beating rock?
I'm there.
On that motorcycle right now with that red clay.
Ahead of schedule,
Beating rock?
It's a slow process.
Yeah, but I mean, it's kinda still faster than the option of renting.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is a lot better.
We're gonna be around 16,000, I think,
Yeah,
time we get done. Our goal will be around that.
It looks really good, to be honest.
Like I said, it'd been a lot more than that material if we had to haul it, so.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Have they got the gas station and the McDonald's put in up there?
Not yet, they're drawing plans up.
I need to get a tow booth.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Thank you, Jimmy.
thank you.
Barry?
I have a counselor position that we've left vacant over the last year, just because our count wasn't full up on our REACH program, but now we're completely full and we've got a backlog of trying to get people in, so we need to get that one position filled, and we have interviewed Isaiah Mentor for that job.
What's his last name?
Isaiah Minter, M-I-N-T-E-R. He's from, originally out of Louisville. He's, Secretary Derek Ramsey was the one that sent him down and participated in some of the interviews, and he's done real well, so. He's up and coming in the counseling world.
he's already, so he's all
He's
your,
already completed his degree and stuff.
yeah, and all your, all, background checks and all that stuff.
Went through the state interviews.
You need a motion on that?
Yeah.
Motion to hire
Isaiah Minter.
Isaiah Mentor.
Okay. Magistrate Kirkland,
Yes.
Bishop,
Yes.
Caldwell,
Yeah.
Vogel.
Yes.
The only other thing I got is on March the 21st is our next court meeting. We do it right before we do our budget. We'll do a operational training and run through our statistical numbers on the jail. So if that works for everybody, we'd like to do it at 1 o'clock on the 21st of March. That'll be the day of the court meeting. And last time I got them to approve us 3 hours for the training.
Nothing on that.
If that works for you all.
Guess we just have to make it work.
Yeah, that'll work.
And like I said, and I get it pushed through the
DOG.
training senate program to get 3 hours. for the-
Yeah, you gotta get that done before we go, because they don't like to do it afterwards.
Yeah. We'll have that approved, but if it's good to go, we'll set that date up. I actually will reach out and extend the invitation as well to the senators, Senator Higgins, if he'll come, but I know that that's a veto week, so I don't know if that means they're in office or not.
I don't know.
I don't understand. I mean, that's the only thing on the calendar is a veto week. So if he's out, maybe we can get him to show up. Of course, I'd invite the media to participate in it as well.
How's the new building? Is it complete?
It's complete. We got water hooked up and stuff, so that'd be a good day to show that off and do a photo op on it.
Okay.
You haven't moved, and when you're gonna start moving, like the offices over there,
They just got the water and stuff, sewer hooked up I think, finished it today.
good.
So
All right, then got the floors all done and everything?
we got floors done, got to finish up the heat and air. They got heat in it, with heat, but they don't, heat strip. They don't have the air portion, and we'll start doing, just some minor stuff that and
Good, looks good.
I mean, it's a heck of a building for what the county's got invested in it, so it's an opportunity when you think about doing some of that other projects. You just gotta have, we get some of our staff to supervise it. There's a lot of labor, or skilled labor that knows how to do that.
Charlie, I might want to go look at that building sometime if you,
Yeah, stop down there and check it out. They did a good job.
yeah, it looks good.
Could use some of the
Looks
same inmate labor and stuff on it, maybe save on your alls.
Looks nice, looks real good. Anything else, Barry?
That's it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, man.
Robbie?
For February, we responded to 202 calls for service. And from January 1 to then February, it was a total of 426 calls for service. And our new truck was inspected the Friday after our last court meeting. So it's been running for a couple weeks now and things are doing real well.
Good.
Everybody like it? Did it seem smaller or?
Well, it's like anything.
Different.
It don't turn as sharp as the big truck. Actually, you can turn the big truck around in less spot than you can this one, but they like it because the cab's smaller, so. It's a give and take.
Good deal.
It holds up good, that's all.
Gary, you got anything for emergency management?
No, I don't. So, the storm is supposed to come in tonight. I don't think we're gonna get nothing here, the snow. So, we might get a little more rain, like we really need it. So, but, no.
I think a little more weather this weekend and stuff, but I don't think anything's supposed to be severe, so.
Now, one thing, remember Sunday, daylight savings time. So, set your stuff back Saturday night.
Did they do their tornado warning? They do their storm thing this week?
Spring forward, yep.
I heard the old Barstown doing theirs, but I can't say I can hear that. I can hear Barstown.
Well, if you set it back, you're too far back. Just go forward.
Did they do their tornado drills this past week?
Yes,
Okay, I thought they were supposed to. Good, everything come off okay?
yes,
Good.
Thank you, Gary.
thank you.
We was at the animal shelter earlier today, and things seem to be going okay out there. We're looking at possibly just looking at the facility out there as a whole. So we met out there earlier today, and same things seem to be fine. Terry, on the Career Center?
Career Center for February 2019, office traffic is 322. We are working with team leaderships with Marion, Washington County, and career clubs, and that totals up to 386 if you add the youth in there. This week, we are working with the Marion County Area Technology Center with job shadowing. March, we usually do job shadowing with the school system, and some went to Hendrickson this week, and one went to Fiscal Court. Zachary Brady's here with me today, and he shadowed Judge Doherty in the county today, so.
Yeah, I enjoyed him. He's a fine young man.
Also, we have job fairs coming up. We have the Career Center and the Marion Washington County Public Library is hosting a job fair at the Washington County Public Library. Marion and Washington County employers are listed on y'all's flyer. We have a good group. We have a job fair for Marion County Area Technology Centers hosting one, and it'll be at Center Square with all juniors. Well, actually, it's freshmen through seniors. Marion, Washington County students will be attending the Marion County ABC job fair, and that's on March the 19th. And then we have a job fair at TG Kentucky, March 26th, 9 to 4. And then we're doing a free expungement on April the 15th. We had it the 17th of April. We moved it to April the 15th at 3 o'clock. And it'll be at the Career Center. And we also are hosting with the Family Resource Center in Washington County. We're doing an employment workshop, and we're doing a career fair with them also, and that'll be April the 16th. So we've been really busy, starting back with job fairs, and also working with the leadership programs in Marion, Washington County. We're starting Marion County Project Graduation this month, when the youth will attend, seniors will attend a workshop to receive points for the project graduation. That starts in March. And then also we'll be working with the detention center and career clubs for this month. You all have the agenda. Do you all have any questions or anything? What's going on?
Been busy.
And you all have all the flyers at each job fair. Do you have any questions, call me.
All right, looks good. Y'all busy.
Very busy. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry. Under old business, new business is consider approval of a pauper funeral, $1,800.
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Fogel? Mr. Caldwell? Mr. Caldwell?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, there you go. Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
Mr. Kirkland?
Yes.
Also, item B, consider approval of maintenance service agreement contract with Jody's Business Machines for equipment at Marion County EMS, the amount of $480.
Motion.
Okay. And Mr. Fogel?
Yes.
Mr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
Mr. Kirkland?
Yes.
Anybody else have anything?
Peter, anything on the old courthouse stuff?
Waiting on the insurance to figure out exactly what we're gonna do. We've got it temporarily stopped leaking. So we're just still waiting on suggestions and ideas, I guess, before we do anything on that. I do have one announcement. Marion County Public Library, we have an open house ribbon cutting Wednesday, March 13th from 4 to 6. Anybody get an opportunity to come? So that's all I have.
Last week, I was walking around outside with Stanley on some issues, on some of the landscaping, kind of guiding him on what he needed to kind of do. And we got to looking at the big elm tree out here between this building and the Judicial Center that's dying out. So I made a couple phone calls, reached out to get a couple bids after I talked with the judge about removing that tree. We hate to take it down, but it's, like I said, it is starting to die out. They're getting a lot of limbs and things falling out of it. Larry Wheatley declined. He kind of just doing smaller stuff. Lee Tree actually gave us a bid for $1,300, which that's a big tree, and that's grinding the stump, cleaning the mess up. So,
Also, he has to do it on a off time, like a
he's
weekend.
gonna do it on a weekend, so, because he's gonna shut part of that street down to actually do it. It's eventually either gonna come back this way and hit the building, or if anything, it hangs out over the street and you get a lot of pedestrian traffic, so, I think we need to go on and remove it after looking at the tree, so, I'd like to make a motion to let him remove that tree for $1,300. It'd actually be done on a weekend, so.
Second.
Okay. Mr. Kirkland?
Yes.
Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
Mr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Mr. Fogel?
Yes.
Why don't you get that tree out there? It might fill up the landfill again. It's a big tree, Get it grinded while they're here.
It's a big tree. And that is a discounted rate too, it'd normally be higher than that, so he is trying to help the county out too, so.
Anybody else have anything?
No, seeing Keith's report, he checked on the recycling status at the schools, and he said they are still doing it, and they're just going about it a little different, but,
Yeah, we met with Mark and they're getting
yeah, I made
ready.
a comment about that.
Yeah.
Somebody was thinking maybe they weren't, but they said, they're still doing it. I just wanted to let everybody know they are still doing the recycling. And, it's just they're going about, had to do a few things different, but it is still going on, so.
Sheriff, you got anything? We miss you every time on reports. Sheriff? So we always miss you every time on the department reports. Everything? Everything going smooth? Good deal.
All right. Good. We'll pay the bills.
Motion to pay the bills.
Second.
Mr. Kirkland?
Yes.
Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
Mr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Mr. Vogel?
Yes.
And on Mr. Keith's, I had a few people saying something about maybe their roads or their address weren't on the 911, weren't on the, what do you call that, Google or something. So if anybody has anybody that thinks they're not, just let Sharon or Geek know.
She's had some fallout today, matter of fact, so if you have a question on that, whether or not your address is call.
We had a street in town, right in town here that has been changed a little bit, and they didn't think it, but for 911 purposes, so if anybody has something they think's not on there, just let them know, and they can check it and verify that it's coming up right on, this was actually somebody delivering pizza, and it didn't come up on their Google, and they couldn't find it, and it's right here in town, so, but anyway, just let them know if anybody has something like, even out in the county or anywhere. That's all I have. Motion. Second.
Thank y'all.